Hey everybody, it's Amanda at Spicer Marine, back again for another FAQ Friday. We are back from the boat show. It's all wrapped up. We brought our last boats back home yesterday through the lake effect snow. And today we're going to change gears a little bit. We're going to talk about boating safety. The most important thing that you should start working on now, if you haven't already, is that effective this year, starting on January 1st, so more than a month ago, everybody that operates a boat in New York State needs a safe boating certificate. Doesn't have to be from the state of New York Parks and Rec. It can be. You can also get it from the Coast Guard Auxiliary. You can get it through other foundations like Boat US Foundation. The Power Squadron offers one. US Sailing offers one. As long as it's approved by New York State, you'll find that list on their website. It'll count and you can take that class to be covered. When you get it done and you've got your card in hand, you can either keep that safe boating card on your boat and show it if you get stopped by the police or the Coast Guard, or you can get this little anchor icon right here printed on your license. It's a great way to just always have it with you. I have my captain's license, but I took the Boat US Foundation's online class for free, and it was a really handy refresher. So I mentioned I have my captain's license already. If you do have a captain's license, whether it's from the Canadian Coast Guard or the American Coast Guard, you don't have to take this class again. It's never a bad idea to have a refresher, but you are grandfathered out if you've got a captain's license already. You've met those requirements. There are some questions around about who, aside from the age factor, who actually needs a license. In New York State's law, they call it Brianna's Law. On the state website, the text in that law doesn't say anything about allowing, say, like people that are in the state and renting a boat to not hold the license. So it's a good idea if you spend a lot of your time boating in New York State. It's a good idea to get a New York State specific safe boating license, or if you are from out of state and you want to take that and they offer something similar where you can get the anchor printed on your license, or you can get the little card to bring with you. You want to have proof of that now, because everybody, regardless of age, regardless of boating experience, has to have taken that class. It's similar to the 5-hour safety class that they require before getting your driver's license. So even if you've been doing it for a long time, you got to take the class. The topics that are covered in the class are really useful, smart to know or to have that refresher. Basic boating terminology, basic safety maneuvering to avoid dangerous situations, to avoid emergencies, to be prepared for bad weather or anything else that may happen while you're out on the water, how to let people know where you're going on the water and when to expect you back, approaching other traffic and how to avoid collisions or dangerous situations. There's a lot that's covered in that 8-hour class that is a good refresher if you're a good boater, or it'll get you a solid foundation if you're starting to boat for the first time or have very limited experience. So we will leave links in the video description here that will give you places to go take classes either online for free or to sign up for in-person classes. The Coast Guard Auxiliary and New York State Parks and Rec offer in-person classes. They charge $35 to $45 per person for those classes. So you have some options, but you want to take care of that before we get back into warmer weather and start boating again. If you have any questions, as always, please leave them in the comments, and we'll see you next Friday. Stay warm, have a great weekend, and we'll talk next week on another FAQ Friday.